Who still uses the regular ROT and not LMA? Who still uses the regular ROT and not LMA?
So hey guys, so today I want to show you something cool that I've made in FL Studio. I actually made a preset in Fruity Multiband Compressor that actually sounds a lot like the OTT compression plugin preset. So this will be somewhat of a tutorial video slash comparison video where I'm going to be comparing this sound along with OTT's compression here. So I'm going to show you how I went about making this and how you can use it in your production or whatever, and I can like show different ways on how you can make this sound into completely different sounds and make it sound like not OTT. So let's give it a listen here. So I have a massive preset here. I don't have serum yet. I got it on just a normal saw. And I'm going to turn on the multiband compressor and go to my preset down here that says OTT because that's what I saved it as, and I'm going to give it a listen. And let's compare it to the OTT. It actually sounds fairly similar. So if you want, you can like copy the settings here and like use it in your own way. But if you want it to sound exactly like that, I might just put a little chart here of where everything's supposed to go. So I think I might show you how I went about making this. So how I made this was I just went to the piano roll and put in a few keys here. Then I made a duplicate of that channel and played it here. So now whenever I play it, it will sound exactly the same regardless when I'm working on it. So I put these onto two individual channels, put one OTT on one channel and put normal Fruity Multiband Compressor on another channel. So that way when I'm working on it, I can like work on it side to side while it's playing. You know, let's pitch these down a little because we want to make cool basses out of these. So obviously the multiband compressor and OTT has three different bands of compression: high, mids and lows. And whenever I want to work on each band individually, I have to lower the amplitude on the other two and just work on the one that I'm working on. So here I'm just going to turn the gain down. There you can see how different it sounds there. What I also did was put a spectrometer, which really helps a lot. It really tells you where each frequency is and like what band you're working on and whatnot. So you can see the EQ on OTT is pretty low, so you have to lower the frequency on the low multiband compressor until it matches the OTT. So the one playing first is the multiband compressor, the second one playing is OTT. Then I turn the attack down because I imagine that it's kind of distorting a little. Okay, maybe it has a little bit of attack, and threshold is really all the way down. I think this is the output gain. I'm not really sure if this is input gain or output gain, but I imagine it's output gains, but we'll just see. Yeah, there it's got a little attack there, so let me just turn the gain all the way up. Yeah, I think that's pretty close. Now we're going to work on the mids. So turn the mid up, turn the low down. Oh, wait a sec. I could have just muted the other ones or like soloed one of the channels. I am dumb. I think it still sounds pretty similar. So now let's work on the mids. Okay, obviously the mids on OTT are lower than the multiband compressor, so we'll just turn the frequency on that probably down here, I'd say. Nope, lower than that. Yeah, something like that. Then we'll turn the highs right where the mids are, because that way we know where the highs are supposed to go. Anyway, let's just see. We'll turn the, I think we'll copy the attack value that we did for the lows and put them in the mid, and turn the release all the way down. Gain probably the same. No, so you can see on the mixer that it's obviously louder than the OTT, so we'll just turn that down. Maybe put the threshold down. Little attack. Can't tell if it's the threshold or the gain that I'm having trouble with. It sounds kind of the same, but I want the attack to sound the same. So obviously it has very little attack, but it has really a low threshold, I'd say. Yeah, but I think you kind of get the idea. You can like mess around with the attack. Have it up very little, I'd say, because OTT obviously has a little bit of attack. Unless you turn the time all the way up, then it can obviously change depending on what you want. And I think we'll work on the highs. Hey, okay, so the highs are really loud, so I think we'll turn the gain all the way up. Tiny attack, and I think that sounds okay. So let's listen to all the bands together and see how they sound. Oh, okay, I did something wrong here. Okay, it doesn't sound exactly like OTT, but you know, at least we got somewhere. So I basically tried to like mess around with it until I got it exactly like how I wanted it to sound. Okay, hey, oh, the knees are all the way up. Okay. Maybe I didn't think the knees all the way through. I'm not really the master at OTT, so I don't know everything. So basically that's what I'm trying to do. And now I'm actually going to show you how you can actually use this method to like make really cool sounds and basses and whatever. So I think I might just make a quick bass. So that'll be our bass for an example. Obviously, if you want to make something like really huge, you would add like heaps of OTTs together. But a problem I had with the original OTT was that if you add like heaps together to try and make a huge growl bass out of it, something weird happens. Dubstep! Now obviously this can be changed with a noise cancellation, but still, that's one channel left out on the mixer I'm working with. I don't really want that, I just kind of want to work with what I have. So if we play this, it sounds okay, but if I play my multiband compressor on here and add the same number as I did with the OTTs on here, then you'll see there's no high feedback. So let's play them together. See, it's clipping, I need to put a limiter on it. Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think that sounds better than the OTT? Because it has that like extra crunch in the frequencies, really brings it to life and adds things that you never heard before. Do you guys think it sounds better? Let me know in the comments if you think it sounds better. Now, I think I might try something out with my OTT on one and the original OTT on the second one. So let's try making something like this. Okay, let's try adding all my OTTs on this one and add the original OTTs on the second one. Let's just put some quick vocodecks. Okay, let's hear them. Ah, there, see? You hear that little crunchiness at the end of this one? That always happens with OTT. I don't know what's wrong with the one that I bought. Maybe this is just like a really outdated OTT that doesn't work on FL20. But even still, I tried messing with all the things on here. I tried messing with the attack and they still got the same thing. Now you might hear that little high pitch end in like heaps of dubstep songs. That's only when Vocodex is added to it. I actually hear, you know, like Virtual Riot using heaps of his basses. So let's try putting the highs down on both of the basses, because that's a great way for the sound of the OTT compression to come in. So let's play both of them now. Sometimes that sound effect can be used in a lot of songs, give it some like glitchy effects or whatever. But I personally like to use this just for growls, you know. So you know, you can use OTTs for something like this, but you can also use Fruity Multiband Compressor if you want to make just like clean basses and just see where you go from there. Yeah, I think that sounds like crunchier. Yeah, so basically if you want to like have your sound like more polished, you can use the original OTT, but if you want like some really distorted frequencies, you can use this preset on Fruity Multiband Compressor and use it on your basses. So if you like what you heard, please subscribe. Can we hit 50 subs, maybe? If I hit 50 subs, I'll buy serum. But seriously, I will actually do that if you want me to. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful in a way. And I will see you guys in a later video.
Who still uses the regular rod and not LMA?